High School, Jeremiah Ciprian. On deck, number 75, the first baseman, Malik Salehi. First pitch is outside for a ball. Ball two. 2-0 the count to Ciprian. A 2-0 pitch is down, ball three. 3-0. Pitch is down for ball four. First baseman, number 75, Malik Salehi. Pitch to Salehi. Ball's up, Ciprian goes. And he's safe. Ball one to Salehi. Ciprian on second. On deck, catcher is Mark Manuel. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Vipers up 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball's up. Ball two. 2-0. Ball's up. Ball three. 3-0 to Salehi. Three and 0 pitch is over for strike one. 3-1 to Salehi. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Oh. Fuck. Broken bat. Ground ball to short, gets the runner over to third for the first out. Ciprian advances on the ground ball. That'll bring up to bat number 31, catcher Mark Manuel. As a freshman, started on varsity. Ciprian. Vipers with a 1-0 lead. There's a pitch, low, ball one. One 0 pitch is up and out. Ball two, 2-0. Pitch inside, called strike. 2-1. Two one pitch is up and out for ball three, 3-1. There's a hit to the right side. They come home. Runner retreats back to third. Everybody's safe. So with one out, we got runners on the corners. After a short meeting on the mound, coming up to bat, the second baseman, number 32, Limon. It's from Ayala High School. First pitch is over for a strike. Runners at the corners, one out. Runner goes, throw to second. Runner breaks for home, and time. So Rodriguez is safe in at second, pinch running for Mark Manuel, but Ciprian is cut off at the plate. 2 outs. Runner on second. 0-2 count to Limon. Ball's out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that'll do it. Strike 3 looking. And at the end of 1.5 innings of play, the Vipers 1, West Covina Duke 0. Ready? Coming up in the bottom of the second inning, Vipers will bring Garcia, Dalton, and Gustafson to the plate. First pitch to Garcia is fouled off. 0-1. Garcia playing second base today for the Vipers. Here's the pitch, ground ball to second. Rooney will come up with it in time for the first out. That'll bring up to bat number 6, the right fielder, Dalton. First pitch, grounded to the right side. Rooney makes a good play in time for the second out. That'll bring up number 5. Excuse me, number 2. I'm a little off here. The leadoff hitter, Cisneros. Shortstop, Cisneros. First pitch, called strike 1. Cisneros reached on an error his first time at bat. Second pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Sumner looks in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's down for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball stayed up for ball 2, 2-2. Manuel goes and has a conversation with Sumner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Vipers up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Sumner looks in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's down, ball 3, 3-2. Fly ball to left field. He's under it for the third out. That'll take us into the top of the third inning. After 2 complete innings of play, the Vipers are up 1-0. And we're back. Due up for the West Covina Dukes, the pitcher, Seth Sumner. The second baseman, number 27, Rooney, and the left fielder, Rodriguez. On the mound for the Vipers, Gustafson. Sumner looks in. Gusta's on the mound. We're ready to go. First pitch called strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Sumner hits a ground ball to short, backhanded by the shortstop Cisneros, throws across for the first out. That'll bring up from Bishop Almont, Rooney. Playing second base today. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one. Guston looks in. Here's the pitch. That ball is up for ball one. 1-1. Ball fouled away for strike two. Brings the count to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike three. Two down. That'll bring up the left fielder Rodriguez. Another Almont Lancer. Ball's outside, ball one. Down and in for ball two. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside corner, strike one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. That'll even the count at 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Up, ball three. Time is called. Gustafson looking in. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball's up for ball four. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Mason Baez walked his first time at bat. Stole second and was picked off trying to take off to third. Mason from Bishop Almont High School. Pick over at first and in time, and he's out, and the inning is over. Gustafson faces the minimum, and after 2.5, the score remains Vipers 1, Dukes 0. Coming up to bat for the Vipers, the designated hitter, number 15 Chang on deck, number 31 Newt, and number 99 Thomas. First pitch, Chang has popped up to the third baseman, Cyprian, for the first out. That'll bring up to bat number 31, Newt. First pitch is up and in. Ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up and in for ball two. 2-0. Pitch is right over first strike. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Sumner touching 80-81 on the radar gun. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ball's up for ball 3. Count is full. Three-two pitches down for ball 4. That's going to bring up number 99, the left fielder, Thomas. Newt at first, Thomas at bat, 1 out. First pitch is a curveball over for a strike. That is a nasty pitch. Sumner looks over at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. Strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch, throw over to first. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on, and that's popped up. Manuel has a beat on it, makes the out, looks over to first, not going anywhere for the second out. That's going to bring up number 25. I wish I can pronounce it, but I don't want to trash the name. Megledson. Comes up to bat with 2 outs. Newt at first. Here's the pitch. Runner's going. Oh, they got him in a rundown. And he's out at second. Oh, it was a lot of work, but they got the out. And after 3 complete, the score remains Vipers 1, Dukes nothing. And here we go. We're in the top of the fourth inning with the Vipers up 1-0. We got the top of the lineup. Mason Baez, Cueva, and Jeremiah Ciprian due up. Gustafson looks in. Here's the first pitch. Called strike one on an attempted bunt. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate for strike two. 0-2 to Baez. Here's the 0-2 to Baez. Ball's outside. Brings the count to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball two. Evens the count at 2-2. Gustafson looks in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Stays up for ball three. Brings the count to 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Baez. Down in the dirt for ball four. That's going to bring up Cueva. Baez a threat to steal. Baez over at first at from Bishop Aman High School, going into his junior year. That brings the bat from South Hills, Cueva. Baez with a sizable lead over at first. Pick off attempt, not in time. Gustafson picked off Rodriguez to end the inning last. Looks in. Here's the pitch. Ball's up. 1-0. Baez with a good lead at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pick off of 10. Not in time. Baez stole his first time at bat. Count still at 1-0. Here's the pitch. Baez goes on a hit and run. Ball's through the 5-6 hole. Baez thought about going to third. Nobody was covering. The ball was not hit sharply enough to get in the left field. That's going to put runners on first and second and bring up number 56, a third baseman, Jeremiah Ciprian. Nobody out, 2 on. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The Vipers are 1-0, but the Dukes are threatening here. And here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Ciprian coming off his freshman year at South Hills High School. South Hills freshman baseball team went 21-1 last season. Second pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Ciprian needs to move the runners over. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced to third. Going to be a tough play to get anybody but Ciprian at first. And he'll get the runners over into scoring position with 1 out. And that's going to bring up number 58, the third baseman, Ruella. Infield's in. Want to cut off the run. Here's the first pitch. It's down for ball 1. On deck, Malik Salehi. Gustafson looks in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down. Nice block by the catcher. Keeps Baez at third. Counts at 2-0. Scores 1-0 Vipers, but the Dukes are threatening with runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Infield's up. And here's a 2-0 pitch. That ball's over for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now that ball's up. 3 balls and a strike. Vipers are 1 pitch away from loading up the bases with Salehi on deck. And here's a 3-1 pitch. Swung on, driven into right field. That ball's going to get through to the gap. We're going to score 1 run. And Ruelas is standing up safely at second base. That's a good piece of hitting. That'll bring up Malik Salehi. Salehi played varsity sophomore at South Hills High School. Played the balance of the season on varsity. He'll be going into his junior year next year. Salehi drives 1 deep into right field. That's going to allow Ruelas to advance to third. A nice catch by the outfielder. Ruelas is safe at third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Mark Manuel from Covina High School. Scores 2-1. Ruelas is at third for the Dukes with 2 outs. Mark Manuel up to bat. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Strike one. Gustafson looks in, takes the sign. Morales at third. Here's the pitch. Called strike two. Oh, 2 pitch coming now. That ball's way outside for ball one. 1-2. Gustafson looks in. Set in the pitch. Swung on. Fouled. Hard down the third base. To the third base dugout. Count remains at 1-2. 2 outs. Runner on third base. The pitch is down in the dirt for ball two. The Dukes have taken the lead 2-1 on an RBI double by Ruelas, who stands at third right now with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Ball's up. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Manuel walked his last time at bat. The Duke's catcher was a freshman at Covina High School. Played varsity as a freshman. And we're set to go again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The Dukes have just taken the lead 2-1 with Ruelas getting an RBI double to bring in 2 runs. Stands at third. And here's the 3-2 pitch to Mark Manuel. Ball's up and in for ball 4. And that's going to bring up from Diamond Bar High School, Singh. And we'll take a timeout. Three. And we're back. We got runners on the corners with 2 outs. Duke scored 2 runs in this inning to take the lead 2-1. We got a new hitter pinch hitting. Singh's batting for Limon. And here's the first pitch. Ball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strikes. And here's, oh, we got some. Pickoff attempt. Not successful. Runner advances to second. They were trying to get the runner out at third, but Morales got back in time. Count still 0-1 with 2 outs. Two runs across this inning for the Dukes. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Singh. Ball's up. 1-1. One and one to count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. High hopper. Back to the pitcher. Makes the throw for the third and final out. But after 3.5 innings of play, the Dukes put up 2 runs this inning. 2-1 Vipers. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Interesting tidbit on Seth Sumner. Fastball topped out at 81 miles per hour. And the last curveball he threw was clocked at 60. That's a tough pitch. That'll bring up McGlisian, who was at bat when Newt was picked off at first. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball's down. 2 balls. Two balls, no strikes. Sumner looks in. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Oh. Brings the count to 2-1. Two-one pitch. Oh, that ball stays up. 3-1. There's a jam shot. Gets down in left field for a base hit. That was a great pitch by Sumner, but he muscled in it to left field. That's going to bring the bat, number 36, the catcher, Sawyer. So the Vipers get the leadoff man aboard, trailing 2-1. With nobody out here. Ball 1. Duke's looking to turn one right here. Here's the pitch. Down, ball 2. Looks like there's activity in the Vipers bullpen. Looks like that's Thomas warming up. Here's the ball. Gets in the dirt. Nothing Mark can do to keep it in front of him. It's going to have McLesson into second base. The count is 3-0. Sumner throws it in the dirt for ball 4. Timeout on the field. Coach Danny Sandella is going to go talk to his pitcher. The Dukes don't have anybody warming up. Just wants to have a quick conversation. Looks like we have some activity in the Dukes bullpen. Getting up to warm up is Dylan Escobar. South Hills High School freshman last year, going into his sophomore year, big lefty. And I think we're set to go here. Coming up to bat for the Vipers, number 11, Martin, center fielder. Ball 1. Sumner having a hard time finding the strike zone. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's over for a strike. 1-1. One and one, runners on first and second. We've got nobody out. There's a ground ball to third base. Turns for 1. Got him at first for a double play. That is a great turn by the second baseman, Mason Baez. And that's going to be there's going to be 2 outs. Dukes are 1 pitch away from getting out of trouble. That's going to bring up second baseman Garcia. And here's the first pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Mark Manuel. 1 ball. One and 0 to Garcia. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Over for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Over for strike 2. Two and 2 the count. 1 pitch, get him out of trouble. Sumner looks in. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Great stop. He blocked it enough to allow the runner to advance. So that's going to bring the count to 3 and 2. Sumner looking to make his best pitch of the night to get out of this. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And the Dukes avoid trouble and get out of the inning with unscathed. The score remains 2-1. Dukes, Viper 1. We're going into the top of the fifth. And we're back. New pitcher on the mound for the Vipers is number 99, Thomas. Up to bat is the pitcher, Seth Sumner. Damien High School. Here's the first pitch to Sumner. Swung on and missed. Strike one. No balls, one strike. Strike two, and that pitch was clocked at 78 miles per hour with a little bit of movement on it. That's strike two to Sumner. And that's strike three looking. And that's going to bring up pinch hitting for Rooney is number 57, Blanquet. Alejandro, we call him Hondo here. South Hills High School. First pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. Catcher wore that one a little bit. Taking a couple seconds to shake it off. Blanquet spends most of his time, if not all his time, catching. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball's up. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and no strikes. Sorry. That pitch is swung on him, fouled back. Catch, getting a little work in there, getting banged up on this batter. Defensively, Gustafson or Gustan Sun moves over to first base from his pitching. Here's a 2-1 pitch coming to Hondo. Ball's up, ball 3, 3-1. With 1 out, and that's going to bring up to bat Rodriguez, left fielder. Thomas looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. Thomas looks over at first. That kid's got his lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Up. Ball gets away from the catcher. And Hondo Blanquet will advance to second base on the pass ball. It's going to even the count at 1-1. On deck, the Dukes have the top of the lineup. Mason Baez. Thomas looks in. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt. Ball's popped up in the air. Can't. Blanquet reads it perfectly and gets back to the bag for the second out. And that's going to bring up number 36, Mason Baez, playing second base right now. Blanquet at second base. Advanced on a wild pitch. Ball 1. Baez walked his first 2 at-bats. Scored on the double by Ruelas. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball's up. Throw back to second, and they're gonna. Oh, he's safe at second. Blanquet almost got back picked at second base. Ball 2. 2-0. Duke survived one there. Here's the 2-0. Fouled back. Is that the camera? Little technical difficulties. For the third out. So at the top of the 5th, Dukes get 1 runner but can't score them. And at the end, at the end of 4 1/2, the Dukes are up 2-1 on the Vipers. Duke's got a new pitcher coming up on the mound. It's Dylan Escobar. Dylan just completed its freshman year at South Hills High School, going into a sophomore year next year. Was part of that South Hills team that went 21-1 this year. One ball, one strike. Pitch popped up to the right side. Soleil, he's under it for the first out. Top of the lineup for the Vipers. Shortstop number 2, Cisneros. On deck, 15, Chang. Here's Escobar's first pitch. The right fielder for the second out. Up to bat number 15, Chang, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dukes are up 2-1. Escobar throws one over for a strike. That's ball 4 to Chang. That's going to bring up number 31, the first baseman, Newt. Chang over at first. First pitch is up, ball 1. Two down here in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, ball's inside. Ball 2. 2-0 to count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Two balls, one strike, two down, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard down the third base line. That ball's going to get all the way to the fence. That may score Chang. Relay to home. Here's the throw. Not in time. Newt hits a blistering ground ball past the third baseman all the way to the fence to score Chang from first to tie the game up at 2-2. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 99, Thomas. Got a meeting on the mound. Rodriguez, who came in to catch, number 31 for Mark Manuel. He's back and we're ready to go. We got Newt at second base. One run across, two down. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball dirt gets away from Rodriguez. Newt will advance to third base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball's up. Ball 2. 2-0. Go ahead runs at third base with 2 outs. 2 balls, no strike to Thomas. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Relis throws it across for the 3rd out. The Vipers get 1 on a double by Newt. Game is tied at 2-2 going into the top of the 6th. And we're back. Score's tied 2-2. We're in the top of the sixth inning. Up the bat for the Dukes is Cueva. Swing and a miss, strike one. 89. If our gun is correct, that pitch was clocked at 89 miles per hour. Swing and a miss, strike two. No balls, two strikes. Cueva steps out, gets back in the box. Here's the 0-2 pitch, down and in for ball one. That looked like a curveball. Why you would throw a curveball in that situation is beyond me. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming. Thomas looks in. Ball's fouled back. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, he shakes him off. Time is called. Here's the 1-2 pitch. We're ready to go. Inside ball. Ball two. 2-2. Oh, just missed for ball three. Cueva's battling. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball's outside, ball four. That's going to bring up to bat the shortstop, Jeremiah Ciprian. Cueva at first. Pick attempt, not in time. First pitch, inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Score tied 2-2. Ciprian shows bunt. Oh, fouled off inside. I don't think he had an opportunity to Pull the bat back on that one. That'll even the count at 1-1. Wavelet first. Cyprian at the plate. 1-1 the count. Pickoff attempt not in time. We're in a bunt situation. We need to get the runner over to second base. Ball's inside. Runner steals. Catcher cannot handle the pitch. And he's in safely at second base. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cyprian. A bunt would be great right here. Get him over to third. And here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. It should be deep enough to tag. No, he can't get him over. Right fielder made a great relay throw into shortstop. That'll be an out. That's going to bring to bat Ruelas, who doubled his last time at bat. Malik Salehi on deck. Here's the pitch. Ball's up. 1-0. Cuevas at second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Just outside. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning. The score's tied 2-2. Here's the 2-0 pitch on its way. Strike 1 with a swing and a miss. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base. Pitch is swung on and fouled away at the plate. It's going to even the count at 2-2. Tom is consistently hitting high 80s on the radar gun. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Score's tied 2-2. And that's a curveball swung and missed for a strike. "69-mile-per-hour curveball from a guy who's throwing 89 is devastating." And here's number 75, the first baseman, Malik Salehi. Fastball over for a strike. Dukes need a base hit to take the lead. Here's the pitch. That pitch is over for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck out looking for strike 3. And at the end of 5.5, we're still tied at 2-2. And here we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. I think time limit wise, this will be the last inning. We're tied 2-2, and that'll bring up number 25, the third baseman, McGlacian. On the mound, Dylan Escobar. First pitch is high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That's down, ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. On deck, the catcher Sawyer. Dylan looks in. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the Dukes have somebody up in the bullpen warming up. Ball 4. And the winning run is on base. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Sawyer. Coach Sandello going out for a conversation. Based on time limit, we will not get to the 7th inning. So the game's either going to end in a 2-2 tie or the Vipers will take the win. Warming up in the bullpen for the Dukes is number 26, Rodriguez. Sorry, number 24, Meza from South Hills. Nobody out. Here's the bunt. Taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The Vipers have the go-ahead run, the winning run at first base. And here's the pitch. It's a bunt. And they're going to get the runner over to second on a successful bunt by the catcher, Sawyer. And that's going to bring to bat number 11, Martin. One down, the winning run at second base. Escobar looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. But the runner is not going to advance to home. Soft ground ball hit through the hole just out of the reach of Ciprian. Puts the double play in effect. Garcia, that'll bring up the second baseman, Garcia. What? With the winning run. Oh, the runner takes second on a throw to third, just not in time. That's going to put the winning run at third. Infield is playing back for some reason. First swung on and missed. Strike one. Garcia's going to be intentionally walked, and that's going to bring up number 6, the right fielder, Dalton. Infield's going to play in. They should be in a 4-1 situation here. They got to cut that run off. One out. First pitch is over for a called strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Escobar. Popped up in a short right field. And the runner is not going to go. Whoa. That's going to be 2 outs with the top of the lineup coming up and the winning run at third base. The Dukes are 1 out away from surviving this bases loaded inning. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup, shortstop, number 2, Cisneros. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. And here's a ball driven into center field, and that's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, on a walk-off by the shortstop, Cisneros. At the end, so the final score, Vipers 3-2.